Richard II was the younger son of Edward the Black Prince and of Joan the Fair Maid of Kent, and he was born in Bordeaux in 1367. His elder brother Edward had died in 1371 and his father Edward had died in 1376. So when his father Edward III died in 1377, he came to the throne aged 10. As he was only 10, his rule relied on councils and the input of significant uncles such as John of Gaunt. There was a mounting anger towards heavy taxation, and in 1381 there was the Peasants' Revolt, and Richard, who was only 14 years old at this time, earned sort of some respect for his courage in going to London and dealing and negotiating with the rebels personally. Now, like with many of his predecessors, his reliance on his favourites upset the nobility. He had a disagreement with Parliament in 1386 over the dismissal of a chancellor, and this then led to the Lords Appellant, which was a group of nobles who were trying to impeach some of his favourites. Richard then suffered a defeat at Radcot Bridge, and in 1388 several of his allies were exiled or executed. He did recover his royal authority in the 1390s, and he developed a really sort of ceremonial court inspired by the French court. He really rewarded loyalty. However, there was harsh treatment of anyone that went against him, and this caused some tension. Even more than tension, actually, it gave him a bit of a reputation for tyranny. While he was spending some time in Ireland, Henry Bolingbroke, who is the son of John of Gaunt, returned from exile and sought to depose him. I'm going to talk more about that tomorrow. But ultimately, Richard surrendered after being abandoned by his forces. He was taken to London in 1399. He was accused of misrule and he was deposed, with Henry Bolingbroke now on the throne. He didn't die until the following year while he was imprisoned at Pontefract Castle. He died most probably of starvation, but we don't know if that was self-imposed or if that was put upon him. His fall certainly left a long shadow on 15th century politics. So we'll see tomorrow how the next in line, Henry Bolingbroke or Henry IV, got on.